Ladies and gentlemen, traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. As you're tuning in, hit that thumbs up button. If you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. Check out our disclaimer, which is currently on screen. Remember that day trading is risky business. Relentless Trader himself does not endorse copy trading, so do not copy trade. Be careful with copy trading. And lastly, I do not invest for my subscribers. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, before I get into today's recap, before I talk about what I traded today and how I was able to perform, let's take a moment to shout out and congratulate the Relentless Trading chat room. Let's take a moment to shout out all the crazy traders that are killing it, smoking the markets. Here, I got a cigar. Hold up. Maybe I gotta light this cigar in celebration, man. Shout out to all the traders who are smoking the markets, because what is going on, and also proof that our strategy does work. Let's go from bottom to top, top to bottom. D trades. Remember, all these purple names you see here are students. We got D trades 20,000. Hold on, let me bring my mic closer. $20,000. $20,000. We're now starting off. Lucas, PR day, up $27,000. Green Dream, surprisingly red today. Surprisingly red. He's been killing it, but red today. Okay, fair. You know, sprinkle a little bit of red in there just because of the madness. All right. Big Steve, $3,300. Jackson, 4.5K after fees. Unbelievable. Momo Bro, 924. Cactus Rob, 808. Minty, 11,000. Man, hold on. Dynasty, the older brother, 13,000. You know, today I thought today was an average day. I came in quick and clean, $1,500. Didn't think too much of the day, but apparently ticker symbol GLYC. The guys were absolutely smoking this thing, man. Smoking. Let's keep going. We're not done yet. Hold up. We're now getting started here. Again, we're going to tribute the first 3 minutes of this video, 4 minutes, first 3 to 4 minutes to just the P&L section here. Spartan. Woo! Sorry for your ears. Oh my God. Spartan, MMU student who's been grinding every day to improve. $12,000 on the day. His best day ever. Guys, before this, his best day ever was yesterday, 5K. His best day ever before that, maybe just a couple $100. Spartan seems to be turning the corner. Spartan, if you see this right here, right now, bro, congratulations to you. Congratulations, man. Absolute insane, beautiful stuff to see. Mr. Man, red 250, you know, keeping it real, keeping it transparent. Big Steve calling us out. Big Steve and Big Steve calling out myself and himself, saying, hey, we're the only two traders not up over 10K today in the chat. And he's right. We got to put some more size and stick around longer, right? We'll talk about it here when we get into the recap. Tim, the other MMU mentor, forget 9,000, $10,000 day. $10,000 day. Beam, student, $6,483. For the average person that might be watching this video, if you just came across this video for the first time today, my channel, you might say, there's no way this many people made this much money. Would you believe me if I tell you this is a normal day? My God, what is this space that we're in? What is this cheat code to life? What is anything anymore? It is so, like, the money that can be made or lost, because you got to think about the risk too, in the market is just, and guys, this is just one stock out of tens of thousands of stocks. This is just one stock that moved up today. Oh my gosh, can you fathom, can you understand the potential? We saw Marcelo, one of the other mentors, closed up a $66,000 position yesterday on a swing trade on DJT. The potential. Hold on, let's keep going. We're not done. D trades or actually D trades I think started off with plus 20k, but still D trades at this point on the day 10k. So some of the guys, they posted a couple times, they updated their P&Ls. You know, they kept trading, they updated the post showing their P&Ls. ZH with the small size 250, D-Tex with the small size $17, J with the small size. So you still got some students, some chat room traders with small size. You got myself 1.4. We're gonna talk about how I could have potentially had a massive day today. We're gonna get into that in a sec. Who else are we missing? Gus, 16,000. Man, oh my gosh. Jessica in the sim today, 1k. SF after returning with the small size, Green Days. Marcelo, one of the other mentors, red today, 3k. But again, you know, that 66k day yesterday, he's not worried. He's chilling. He's taking it cool. Minty, shout out to plus 100k in gains today. Absolutely, positively insane, guys. Midwest, also green today. Or that might have been yesterday, I'm not sure. But yeah. Man, shout out to the Relentless Trading chat room. Shout out to the Relentless Trading community. I'm absolutely in awe at how strong the traders are in this chat. And not to mention, we didn't even have some of the other heavy hitters like Save, Calamity, Crispy. Some of the bigger heavy hitters didn't even post their P&Ls today. So just insane stuff, man. Now, GLYC, this was the stock today that the traders did a number on. Now, you might look at this thing at first glance, you might say, well, Relentless, this thing barely moved up and down a little bit. And whilst that is true, sometimes I wouldn't really say a perfect storm, because this storm actually comes quite often, where we have a sub $1 stock that does fairly well, but in addition, the float is slightly higher, leading to a little bit more liquidity and a little bit more ease for us to be in and out with bigger share size. And so initially for me coming into the day, if I'm to come to the Discord here again and pull up my watch list, if we go to the alert section, you'll see I had Lucy, BKYi, LXIT, SHPH, and then also GLYC on the list as well. And, you know, if we look at some of these other stocks, Lucy pre-market, you know, we had potential here. This one ended up going all the way from a low of 6 to a high of 13. But coming into the open, where we're primarily trading and putting out most of our volume, we kind of sold off. You can see, well, not kind of, we sold off. Let's just put it how it is. We sold off. We're back down where we started here pre-market. And this is what happens to most stocks that gap up. By the end of the day or the next day, they gap down. And we spoke about this in yesterday's recap as to why short sellers are so aggressive and that they make good money. People are short pre-market here at 10. There's some are earlier, they're short up here 12. So imagine you're short 12, you're letting this thing fade, and you're covering down here at $7. You're absolutely killing it, right? So DRUG are stocks like that are really the stocks that gets those short sellers in trouble. But anyhow, so I was looking at different opportunities. LUCY, BKYi, right? You'll see that, you know, kind of got some scratch trades on these stocks. BKYi, initially sideways in the channel here. And then once it gets over 165, we rip up, we get a halt. It then resumes higher and continues all the way to 195. Was not able to properly capture the move up. I don't remember us having a dip, if I could remember correctly. And we'll pull this up on the archive here quickly as we're going. I don't remember us having a dip. I could be wrong, but let me just double check. But when I tell you, man, the chat room has been on one this month. I mean, I'm really excited to see those monthly P&Ls from the students. This is unprecedented. It's insane. And honestly, shameless plug, buy the course. Just save yourself the years of suffering of trying to learn on your own and buy the course now. Buy the course. What can I say? You know, I'm not one to toot my own horn or anything, but to just see the greatness of what's going on every day in the chat room, it's like the actions are speaking louder than words. The P&Ls that are being posted. So anyhow, it's coming back. Let's see. BKYi resumption. Let's see here. It's showing a bottoming wick. So it's going to be on the right hand side of the screen. So we're halted right now at 73. It's saying we opened up at 80 and then dipped. Let's just double check on this. Here we go. Resumption coming up, right hand side. We opened up at 80. And you can see, I mean, we didn't really dip. But it kept going here. So from 80, we got up to 90. I didn't jump in. I didn't really, saw a real solid entry. But yeah, it's saying the low in that candle was 75. All I saw was 80, 82, and then, 95. So I didn't really get a chance to jump in. Hence why, I had 6,000 shares ready to go here. Hence why I wasn't able to add to the gains there. But after that, we resumed. And you can see we resumed lower and then dipped and then dipped. I gave back a small amount trying to buy the dip here. But that was BKYi. So, 2 of the watch list stocks so far, you can see one made a small move, sold off. Lucy didn't stand a chance. Coming back, again, GLYC. So, when I pulled it up, it was right in this area here. And initially I was talking a little bit. I saw it coming up. And I'm like, this thing is kind of grinding up here slowly. And out of nowhere, it just, like a rocket ship, it just took off. And I'm like, you know what? I underestimated it. Let's get locked in. And I told myself today, I'm not trading any backside. Once we start to downtrend below the consolidation, I'm out of here. And this is where I'm going to do myself a disservice on the day on this particular stock. Now, I've been having issues giving back profits. And so I've been trying to trade just front side. And consolidation is fine. No downside. No downtrend. So I traded the sideways consolidation here. And I made 750 bucks in this range. Primarily just right here. 750 bucks. And when it sold off right here, I gave back a little bit of profit on this red candle. Because I was in on the low looking for the pop. Lost 200 off the top. I'm like, hey, that was a good day. That's it. I'm up at this point on the day 1K. Hey, it's been a good day. I'm out of here. So my, look on this stock, or let's say duration on this stock really, has been this area. This is where I traded the stock. So I would say I didn't fully grasp what was happening here, despite my experience. I did realize the fills were pretty good. I did realize I was getting in and out nicely with some good entries, good exits. But I wasn't looking to be aggressive. And again, that's part of my game plan, to just back off when these stocks starts to pull back. But the traders in the chat room, they kept at it, right? All these bottoming levels, 1 minute candles to make the new high. They over and over, they kept at it. And I'm proud to see what they did, man. Those results, even down here, as this thing is giving this range and curling back up. And then over here, if we're to zoom out a little bit, rips up again with another big move, right? Over this like 49 level. Rips back up all the way to 63. Gives another consolidation. Consolidation does come lower. But again, we had bottoming wicks. Especially on these areas like this where we're seeing the uptrend. The traders absolutely killed it. So, I was thinking like, I maybe have to do a better job staying a little bit more in the loop in the chat room, because I was out of here not thinking much of the stock. It's so strange, right? Because usually when we're seeing these numbers in the chat room, something has went from like, $1 to like 30, like the RUG, for example, right? We can pull up that chart here. The RUG is usually like the type of stock where we'll see, people just killing it. But, something that's interesting, when I first started trading, I used to go around parading to everyone I know why they should get involved in the markets. And honestly, it's just the potential. And people probably thought I was a crazy person. But, just look at the chat room, right? And the one, I'm not going to ever take for granted this $1,400 I made today in just 1 hour, right? 1,400 bucks. With all the craziness of the chat room, doesn't seem like much today, but it's still, good money, especially when you compare it to like the average person that's doing like the 9 to 5. making that 80K a year or whatever, right? Which is like the US average, right? 70K a year or something. So I don't want to lose sight of that, but at the same time, I'm definitely capable of pulling out some big gains. So I think maybe I might need to stick around a little longer, see what's going on with these stocks. And once I find that rhythm and see what's happening with in terms of the float, the fills, I need to dominate it. I just need to stick around longer and just trade. And just trade all the uptrends. And even if I'm not watching for the backside moves, all the uptrends, right? So here, and of course we did have other stocks, so we couldn't have watched it everything, but all these uptrends, right here, and especially right here again, all of these uptrends, if I'm to stick around, because again, I made, $500 in just this one area that we marked out, right here, going sideways. If I'm to catch all these small uptrends, I could have maybe pulled 5-6K out of this thing, right? So there's definitely opportunities, and sizing is part of it. A lot of the guys mentioned, hey, I'm getting in and out 20K size, buying 2, 3, 4 times, going up to 40, 50, 60, 80K shares. And we're definitely capable of pushing size. We don't need to do it in an irresponsible way. But for sure, I mean, if the stocks are liquid and the trade style can remain the same, then we can do it, right? Because it's a matter of liquidity, right? It's the reason why we don't really size up all the time. You got a $10 stock going from 10 to 11 within seconds. If you buy 20,000 shares, well, you're going to get filled maybe up at 11 and it's already back down to 10 by the time you're trying to get out. You're down 20 grand. But because this stock was so liquid and you could be in 40K just as easily as you could be in, 4K, it made sense for those traders to size up. So likewise, similarly, I have to do the same thing and make more from these stocks like this, because this is absolutely insane to see. But guys, that was the day. $1,400 for me. I can upload the trader view and I'll show you guys my calendar here. All right, here we are. So I'm looking to, of course, end the month off on a nice green day here tomorrow. But October, right? The new February. I think this will go down in the book of a lot of people as perhaps the hottest month of the year. We had February, we had October. We've had a blessed year. We've had a great year to this point. We've had, every month has offered something really, from January all the way through and through, April, May, June, July. Every month really and truly offered something and gave tons of opportunities. So, as traders, we cannot complain, man. If we can master this skill, we will never have to work another job in a day of our lives. We'll see how this goes, man. We're looking to be here forever, right? In today, tomorrow, the next week, the next month, the next year. We're looking to be here for decades to come. And we'll see how it goes, right? One day at a time, one trade at a time. It's been quite the journey. It's been quite the process. What will the next month have in store for us? What will the next month have in store for us? Absolute insanity of a year here, man. Just insane stuff to see. The markets, man. So this is where I'm going to end it off. We didn't really look at much archive, but it's just such a crazy thing to be a part of and to take part every day, sign in, and from the open all the way through and through. It's just insane, man. So very grateful for this opportunity, and we're gonna continue to trade each and every day. All right, so hit that thumbs up as we're hitting the 4 p.m. closing bell, and I'll catch you guys in the next one tomorrow again, bright and early. Once again, shout out to the chat room for getting it done. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. It's been RT. Tomorrow again in pre-market around 8:50 a.m.